Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to eFuture's webinar. We'll be starting in 1 minute. Okay? These are today's topics. So topics number 1, background knowledge. I'm going to provide a little bit of background knowledge, and then I'll introduce eFuture comic readers. And number 3, I'll talk about how to use comic readers. And then number 4, I'll do a wrap up. Okay? And who's this? This is Luca, right? And Luca says, hi, I'm Luca. I train alien hunters. Are you ready to join my training? Yeah? Actually, I missed something in the previous slide. I had myself, right? Hi, I'm Sue. Are you ready for some fun? Okay, everyone, ready for some fun? Yeah, I hope you are. Okay, so here are some background knowledge. Okay, so number 1, LLL award. Number 2, extensive reading. Number 3, graded readers. And then number 4, comic readers. I'll talk about these things briefly. Okay. So here we are, LLL award quiz. What does LLL stand for? Okay, so LLL stand for Language Learner Literature. Okay, LLL, Language Learner Literature. So this award, LLL award, is given to the best book for English learners. Okay, Language Learner Literature. And we've got that awards. If you want to learn more about LLL award, you can visit this website. This is ER Foundation website, and they have more information there. But basically, the award aims to support the development of language learner literature in English and to encourage extensive reading in language education. Right? That's the aim of this award. Okay. So then, what's extensive reading? Okay, this award is given by the Extensive Reading Foundation, right? So what's extensive reading? Oh, before that, let's check out the voters and judges comment. Okay, can you look at the first one, School Adventures? See the red lines there, right? An excellent book, interesting story, and wonderful illustrations. The students loved it the minute they saw it. They enjoy comics very much. The students were eager to read it. Okay, this is probably the most important thing, right? Students were eager to read it, right? They were interested in the stories and they enjoyed the stories, right? That's why we got this award. And let's look at Vera the Alien Hunter comment. I like this book because it is a combination of fun and imagination. Reading this book has helped me in learning new words, not isolated words, but in context. Okay, this is probably one of the students who voted for this story. Okay. Oh, congratulations. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So what is extensive reading? Extensive reading is reading a lot of easy, enjoyable books and reading for pleasure. Okay, so it's reading for pleasure. And we've done quite a few webinars on extensive reading. So if you want to learn more about extensive reading, please go to YouTube, and then you can find a lot of videos on extensive reading. This Professor Rob Waring, he is one of the founders of Extensive Reading Foundation, and he did 3 or 4 webinars for us, right? Okay, so extensive reading helps learners build vocabulary, understand grammar in context, develop reading speed and fluency, and build confidence and motivation. So comic readers are perfect for extensive reading, right? Because it's easy, it's enjoyable, you can read for pleasure, and while you are reading for pleasure, you can build your vocabulary and you can learn grammar. And you can also develop reading speed and fluency, right? Okay, so I'm not going into the details of extensive reading today, right? What are graded readers? Okay, you probably know because many of you are using graded readers already, right? So graded readers are easy books written for language learners. So language is graded for vocabulary and for grammar structures and by the number of words. Okay, and graded readers are used for usually extensive reading, right? But you can also use for intensive reading, I guess. So today I'm going to introduce the comic readers, and these comic readers are graded. Okay, so the language is controlled. So it's easy for language learners. Okay. Then why comics? Right? Why comics? Because children love comics. Do you like reading comics? Do your students like reading comics? Let's look at this research. This was done in the United States, and they looked at the reading materials, right? And they tried to find what kind of reading materials students like to read. Okay, so they checked gender, achievement, that's academic achievement, attitude, and low income. Okay, so if you look at number one, scary, 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 right? They like scary stories. I don't know why, but number one is scary stories. Okay, so children love reading scary stories. I don't. Do you? I don't like reading scary stories, but yeah, children do. What's number two? Number two is comics. Okay, so for boys, number two is comics. Number three is comics for girls. Achievement, whether low or high, they like comic reader. They like comics. And attitude, low or high, comics number two. Income, yes, high or low, doesn't matter. They like comics. Okay, so children love reading comics, right? That's why we developed comic readers, and we graded the readers so that it's easy for our students. There are many comics, but most comics are written for native speakers. Look at this, right? This will be too difficult for our students. Right? This is too difficult for EFL learners. That's why we have graded comic readers. Okay. So if you look at this table, today I'll be introducing Magic Adventures, School Adventures, and Vera the Alien Hunter, right? 3 series. And the levels are a little bit different. Okay, Magic Adventures and Vera the Alien Hunter, they're at the same level, from pre-A1 to A1. School Adventures is higher, right? From A1 to A2. Okay, and you can check the CFR level here, YLE level here, and the head word. Okay, so we systematically graded these readers. Okay, and each series has 18 books in total. Okay, so here you are. Now, let's compare these two. Okay, this one and this one. Okay, which one do you want to read? Do you want to read number one or number two? How about your students? Do you think your students would like to read this or this? Number one or number two? Yes, I'm sure they want to read number two, right? Not number one. Yes, it's the same thing. Okay, let's read this. Let's read this together, everyone. Okay, ready? Read. Did you see that sign, kids? Summer Fun Ranch Camp is only 5 kilometers away. You'll have fun. You'll swim, play sports, hike, and ride horses. Yeah, but what if it isn't fun? What if we don't like camp? Oh, you will have a wonderful time. but there are no computers and no video games at camp. Okay, did you read? Okay, now let's read this, right? It's the same thing. Okay, let's just read the first sentence. Did you see that sign, kids? Summer Fun Ranch Camp is only 5 kilometers away, right? It's the same thing. But from here, it's very difficult to guess what the context is, right? What's going on? Okay, who are the people saying these sentences? It's not easy to guess, right? But if you look here, we have the pictures, right? We have the illustrations. Let's look at the pictures first. Okay, so where are they? They are in the car, right? And how many people in the car? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4, right? There's a boy, there's a girl, and mom and dad probably, right? Look at the faces. Look at the boy and the girl's faces. Are they happy? Do you think they're happy? Not really, right? They look kind of sad or upset, right? I wonder why, right? Yeah, they look unhappy, right? How about mom? She looks happy. She looks excited, right? You'll have fun. Mom's very excited, right? And dad looks a little bit excited here as well, but not the children, right? Where are they going? They're going to Summer Fun Ranch Camp, right? And how far is it? It's 5 kilometers. So pictures tell a lot of things, right? You can guess many things just by looking at the picture. So now I'm doing the picture walk with you, right? So these pictures, these illustrations help students understand the story, okay? So what's going to happen? Yeah, the children are not happy. Why? Because they're saying that there are no computers and no video games at camp, right? They don't think it's going to be fun, right? They think it's boring. Okay. Have you ever been to a summer camp? Have you? No? Yes? Not yet? Okay, that's good. So we've done the picture walk, okay? We know what's going on, right? We've read the sentences before, right? Now let's listen to the story, okay? So you can do listen and repeat activity, right? Or you can do, you can all read together, okay? Or you can try listen and imagine, okay? So let's listen to the story first, and then we'll try listen and imagine, okay? So I'll play the audio. You can listen and read at the same time. Okay, ready?
Track 2. Listen to the story. Oh, did you see that sign, kids? Summer Fun Ranch Camp is only 5 kilometers away.
Oh, you'll have fun. You'll swim, play sports, hike, and ride horses.
Yeah, but what if it isn't fun? What if we don't like camp?
Oh, you'll have a wonderful time.
But there are no computers and no video games at camp. We're going to be there for 3 whole weeks.
Okay, so now let's listen and repeat, okay? But this time, try to imitate, okay? So these are the voice actors who are doing this audio recording, right? So try to imitate their accent and their pronunciation, right? So as if you are acting this out, okay? Ready? Yeah, you should try this, okay? So listen and repeat. Listen and imitate.
Track 2. Listen to the story. see that sign, kids?
Did you see that sign, kids?
Summer Fun Ranch Camp is only 5 kilometers away.
Summer Fun Ranch Camp is only 5 kilometers away. Oh, are you doing this, or am I the only one doing this? I hope you are doing this together with me, right? Try to imitate.
Oh, you'll have fun.
Oh, you will have fun.
You'll swim, play sports, hike, and ride horses.
You will swim, play sports, hike, and ride horses. Ah. Okay, isn't this fun? Yeah, you like it? Yeah, this is fun, right? Try to imitate. Okay, then later on, you can do the role play, right? Okay, now I'll play this story again, right? You need to close your eyes. Okay, everybody, close your eyes and imagine the picture. Okay, so try to see this picture in your mind. Okay, remember the face, right? The boys and the girls, they don't look very happy, right? And mom, she looks excited, right? They're in the car. Okay, so listen to the story and imagine.
Yeah, but what if it isn't?
Sorry.
Track 2. Listen to the story.
Listen and imagine.
Oh, did you see that sign, kids? Summer Fun Ranch Camp is only 5 kilometers away.
Oh, you'll have fun. You'll swim, play sports, hike, and ride horses.
Okay, did you imagine the picture, the illustrations? Yes? Okay, that's good. I hope you did. Okay, good. Right, did you actually see the sign that says Summer Fun Ranch Camp 5 kilometers? Yes? Okay, that's very good. Okay, so we've done 2 activities just now. Picture walk, listen and image. Actually 3, right? We did listen and repeat too, right? Listen and imitate. Okay, so I'm doing these activities while I'm introducing the stories. And at the end of the webinar, you will see how many games you played or how many activities we did. Okay, so look at this activity number 1, picture walk. Activity number 2, listen and imagine. Actually, we did one more, right? Listen and imitate. Okay, so anyway, the point is all these illustrations, right, help students understand the story. And the story itself is very interesting. And the sentences are short and simple and easy for students to understand and repeat. Okay, so that's the point about the comic series. So comics are words and pictures. You can do anything with words and pictures. Right? Agree? Okay, now let's look at the educational value of graded comic readers, right? Some people think comics are just for fun, right? It's not educational, it's just for fun, right? Stop reading comics, read some other books, right? Some people might say this, but our graded comic readers are different, right? It has educational value because the stories are fun and engaging, and it will it will encourage motivation, right? And illustrations and short, simple sentences, students can build up confidence. Practice for 4 skills. Okay, so we have activities for 4 skills: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. So it's not only reading, but also listening. We just listen to the story, right? And we also have activities for speaking and writing. So 4 skills practice. And that's for language development. So comic readers help students become successful language learners and develop a positive association with reading. Right? This is very important. So let's look at this cycle. This is the goal of eFuture graded comic readers, right? So here's number 1, students begins to read the story, right? She opens the book, she look at all these pictures. Wow, it looks interesting, right? So students is interested in the story. And graded vocabulary, graded grammar, age-appropriate themes. So students actually understand the content, right? Because it's easy, right? So they understand the story. Then what happens? Number 4, student feels confident and comfortable with the story. Number 5, student builds a positive association with reading, right? She actually enjoys reading. Then what happens? They will read more stories, right? They'll read the stories again and again. So we want to create this cycle, right, with our readers, especially with comic readers. Okay. Now let's move on to introduction to eFuture comic readers. Okay. See Luca, right? So we will look at the stories and we'll do more activities and I'll introduce some resources. Okay. So these are the award-winning graded comic readers from eFuture. Right? Magic Adventures, School Adventures, and Vera the Alien Hunter. Okay, remember LLL award? Okay. So Magic Adventures, there are 18 books. Okay. And it's a story about Jack and Bella. Okay, Bella is Jack's sister. And there is a mysterious girl, right, Olivia. And there is a strange dog named Ace. Okay, so the story is about exciting adventures in school, faraway lands, and around the world. Okay. So let's look at the story. Okay. Now let's read the story together. Okay. Are you ready? Yes? Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Are you ready? Let's read the story together. Oh, should we look at the pictures first? Okay, let's do the picture work first. So look here. Mom's angry, right? Why is mom angry? Because Jack is still sleeping, right? Jack is late for school, probably. Look at Jack. What? He just got up and then he's running to the bathroom, right? And he's going to school, right? But who are these people? Some people are moving furniture, right? So somebody's moving in. Okay, so Jack got to the school. Right? Is he late? No, he's not late. If you look at the clock, it's not 9 o'clock yet. So he's not late. Right? So he goes into the classroom. And do you see this girl, this mysterious girl with a witch's hat? Okay, now let's read the story together. Ready? Go. Jack, it's time for school. What? You're late again, Jack. Bye, Jack. Have fun. Bye, Mom. Who are they? Hi, Jack. You are late again. No, I'm not late. Come into class, boys. Who is she? Okay. Now let's do some activities. Okay. So read with emotion. Number 3 is read with emotion. And number 4 is change the voice. Okay, so let's do these 2 activities first. Okay, let me stop sharing the screen. And then I'll show you some cards. So here I have some cards, okay, for read with emotion. So I have, can you see this? Angry, tired, happy, and sad. You can add more, right? More feelings if you want, okay? And you can mix the cards, okay? And then I'll pick one card, okay? So here, sad. Then you have to read the story with sad feelings, okay? So we'll try that in a minute. Okay, now let's try this one too. Now change the voice. Okay, I have more cards here. I have grandmother. So you will have to change your voice. You have to read like grandmother. Okay, and I have cat. Can you read like cat? I have robot. Okay, so you have to read like robot. Opera singer. Okay, you'll have to read like an opera singer. Baby. Lion. And rapper. Okay, so I'll choose one card. Okay. Okay, mix the cards. I'm not looking. I'll close my eyes and then I'll pick one. Okay, which one would you like to try? Okay, now I have baby. Okay, so we'll have to read like a baby. Okay, now let's go to the story. Here we are. So let's read like a baby. Okay, are you ready? Let me hear your baby voice. Okay, now let's try. Okay, baby voice. Jack, it's time for school. Wow, you are late again, Jack. Bye, Jack. Have fun. Okay, does that sound like a baby? Not really? Did you do it? You should try this with your students. Students will love this. Okay, and remember the other card, we had sad. Remember sad? So we'll read the story with sad feeling. Okay, are you ready? Okay, go. Jack, it's time for school. You are late again, Jack. Bye, Jack. Have fun. Okay. Okay, did you read the story with sad feeling? Okay, so this is lots of fun, right? Yes. I hope you are enjoying this. Okay, and let's try an animal. Okay, let's read like a lion. Can we try that? Read like a lion. Are you ready? Okay, go. Roar, Jack, it's time for school. Okay, does that sound like a lion? Yes? This is hilarious. Yes, yeah, lots of fun, right? Lots of laugh. So you are enjoying this as much as your students, right? So here we are. So have lots of fun with your students. Okay. So we've done activity number 3, read with emotion, and activity number 4, change the voice, right? And activity number 5 is predict. Okay, you can predict the story. Okay, so let's predict the story. What's going to happen? So we saw this strange girl, mysterious girl, right? She's sitting in the classroom. So what's going to happen? Can you predict the story? Do you think Jack will become a friend with this girl? Do you think she has a special power? Do you think she's a witch? What's going to happen? Okay, so try to predict the story and use your imagination and creativity. Right? Your students are very creative, and they will use their imagination to create fun stories. Okay. Now let's move on to some other activities. We actually provide the activities in the book. Okay, so after reading the stories, you can do these activities in the book. Okay, so if you look at this, here we have the keywords, right? Boys, late, school, and time. Okay, so you can practice these keywords. Okay, so here, number 1, boys. Okay, so you can do this. Who says this? Read and match. Okay, so there are some comprehension questions, and there are some activities for vocabulary. Okay, so these are provided in the book for all our readers, for comic readers. And we have a keywords list. Okay, so you can go through the list and check the words you learned. Okay, so find boys and check. Okay, and useful expressions. Okay, so check the expressions you learned. So we learned hi Jack, bye Jack. Okay, so you can check these ones. Okay. Okay, let's move on to school adventures. Okay, now school adventures are a little bit different from magic adventures because school adventures have special features. Clear. Okay, so these 6 books, the first 6 books, it's social studies. Okay, so it's about children's experience at summer camp. Okay, a lot of things will be happening in the camp. Okay, and these children will have to deal with these problems. Right? Sometimes they have challenges, sometimes excitement and fun. Okay, and these 6 books in the middle, right? So these are literature series. Okay, so these are about mysterious adventures. Okay, the characters actually jump into the story. So these are the classic readers, right? The classic stories, and the characters become part of the story. And these 6 books on the bottom, right? They are science stories. So there are interesting science facts. Okay, so you can learn about science while you are reading these stories. Okay, so let's look at the summer camp story. Right, there'll be fun, excitement, challenges. Right, just look at this map. Right, we can imagine there'll be a lot of things happening right around this summer camp. And you can see the river, you can see the lake, you can see the forest, and there are some horses there. Right, so you can sort of imagine the stories. Right, a lot of fun things and excitements. Okay, so for school adventures, so remember this part, we read this part and then we listen to the story and we imitated the story, right? Remember this? Okay, so we are back to this because this is the story about summer camp, right? Okay, I hope you still remember the story, right? Because you imagine the pictures, right? Okay, that's good. Yes, if you close your eyes, you can probably still see this picture, right? Okay, so let's try fluency activity. Okay, so this is number 6 activity, speed reading. Okay, so we're going to try this. Let's read this one more time. Okay, so fluency activity should be done when students are familiar with the story, right? They should be able to read all these sentences and they should know all these words. Okay, then you can do fluency activity. Okay, so we read this before, right? We know the story, okay? And we know all the words, okay? That's why we can try fluency activity now. Okay, so these are the sentences from the story. Did you see that sign, kids? Summer fun ranch camp is only 5 kilometers away. You'll have fun, you'll swim, play sports, hike, and ride horses. Yeah, but what if it isn't fun? What if we don't like camp? Oh, you'll have a wonderful time, but there are no computers and no video games at camp. Okay, so before we start the fluency activity, let's check this. This is the fluency checklist. Okay, and you have to remember this before you do the fluency activity. Okay, there are 4 important things to remember. The first one is accuracy. Okay. I read the words correctly. We are going to do a speed reading activity, but speed is important, of course, but reading the words correctly is probably more important. Okay, so accuracy. Number 2, rate. I read not too fast and not too slow. It is a speed reading activity, but you shouldn't read too fast, right? You should be able to hear what you are reading, right? So the speed is not too fast, not too slow, and read accurately. And expression. I read with feeling, and I didn't sound like a robot. Okay, so try to read with feelings. Okay, punctuation. I follow most or all of the punctuation marks as I read the text. So try to follow the punctuation marks. Okay, because that tells you where to stop, where to pause. Okay, so remember these 4 things before you do the speed reading activity. Okay, so we'll be doing 2 speed reading activity. Okay, so first one is, how long does it take to finish a page? So I'll use my timer. Okay, when you are doing this with your students, you can use your timer. Okay, you can time, and then you can tell students, or students can use their own timer on their, if they have a mobile phone. Okay, or you can use an online timer. You can find the timers online, so you can use that as well. Okay, but today let's use my stopwatch. Okay, so let's go back to these sentences. Okay, and you can try with your mobile phone. If you have a stopwatch, right, use your own stopwatch. Okay, and then start the time, read all these 6 sentences, and then stop the timer and see how many seconds. Okay, so let's try. Now, do you all have your mobile phone and you have your stopwatch? Yes? Okay, then start your stopwatch, read the sentences, and then stop and check the time. How many seconds? Okay, let's start. Ready? Go. Did you see the sign, kids? Summer Fun Ranch Camp is only 5 kilometers away. You'll have fun. You'll swim, play sports, hike, and ride horses. Yeah, but what if it isn't fun? What if we don't like camp? Oh, you'll have a wonderful time. But there are no computers and no video games at camp. I'm finished. How about you? Have you finished? 16 seconds. Anyone faster than that? I have 16 seconds. 15. Wow. 10 seconds. Wow, 10 seconds. That's very fast, right? But did you remember that? You should read not too fast, not too slow. You have to read accurately. 16, 15, 21. Okay, so we are all different, right? And what you can do now is you can try this again. We're not going to try this again, but with your students, you do it again and see if it gets faster. Okay, and the more you do, the faster you get. Right? It's a very good fluency practice. Right? You do it again and again. Right? So here, so they can write the time in a table like this. So trial 1, 16 seconds. Trial 2, maybe the same time. Maybe it's faster. Right? Or trial 3. Okay, so they keep trying again and again, right? So the point is they do lots of reading practice. That's the point. Okay, students will be reading again and again and again, right? It's a very good practice. Okay, very good. Now let's try speed reading 2. So this one, how many words can you read in 10 seconds? Okay, this one is a little bit different. I'll give you 10 seconds and you try to read those sentences. And when I say stop, you stop and then count how many words you read. Okay, understand? Yes? So let's go back to our story. Okay, remember this. And please remember accuracy, rate, expression, and punctuation. Okay, so I'll say stop. Okay, after 10 seconds. Then you have to stop. Okay, and then count how many words you read. Okay, ready? Everyone ready? I'll give you 10 seconds and then I'll say stop. Okay, start. Stop. How many words? 16? How many words did you read? 15? Very good. 15? 14? 18? Okay, very good. Okay, and as I said before, you should try this again and again. Okay, see if students can read more words. Okay, we did this for 10 seconds because we don't have enough time, but with your students, maybe you should increase the number of seconds, maybe 1 minute. Okay, try with your students and then you can find the time that is good for your students. Okay, so students can write the number of words here in the table, and when they see the improvement, that will be the motivation for your students. Okay, so please try this with your students. Now let's move on to Storybook Mysteries. Okay, can you see the title here? It's a bit small, but number 1 is Jack Pan. So can you guess the original story? It's Peter Pan. Okay. Number 2, Bella in Wonderland. What will be the original story? Alice in Wonderland. Okay, so we adapted the original stories. So what happens is the characters actually jump into the story and they become the character in that story. Okay, doesn't that sound exciting? And we provide some information about the original story and the author, okay, in the book. Okay, so this one is Peter Pan, but look here, Jack as Peter Pan. Can you see the characters here? So Jack is Peter Pan, so it's Jack Pan. Okay, so for this one, it'll be very fun to do the role play. Okay, it's great for role play, and because comics are in dialogue format, it's perfect for role play. It's a very good speaking practice. Okay, we provide the character puppets and the finger puppets and character cutouts, so you can use those for the role play, right? So activity 7 is role play, and activity 8 is change the ending. Okay, but let's do the role play. We're not going to do the role play today, but I'll show you the video. I've actually made a video with Gary, right? If you know Gary, yes, we made all these funny videos. You can find them on YouTube. Okay, so before I start the video, I'll show you the puppets. Okay, so you can use something like this. Okay, just stick the character on the hairband. Okay, or you can use character puppets like this. Okay, or you can do finger puppets. Okay, here's the Ace and here's Olivia. Okay, so you can do this. Oh, you like this? Yeah, I kind of like this one as well. Right? I have Luca too here. Okay. Okay. It's actually fun making these with your students, right? They can cut out and, you know, they can glue and make the puppets. Okay, so let me play the video. I hope you like this video. Okay, so it's Jack Pan. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Okay, here we go. Okay. Did you enjoy that video? It's funny, isn't it, right? You will have a lot of fun if you do this with your students, right? Students will love it. Okay. Yes, you can watch it again on YouTube. We have other videos as well. Okay, so you love it. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's good. Now let's go back to the slide. Here we are. Okay, so role play and change the ending. You can change the ending of the story, right? You know the Peter Pan story, right? You just saw that Peter Pan pushes Captain Hook, right? But then you can change the ending, right? How would you change the ending? Right? So be creative and use your imagination, right? You can create a fun ending, right? Okay. Now we have the science stories, remember? We have 6 science discoveries. So in the science story, Jack and Bella and Ace will travel in this machine. It's called Pop-Up. Okay, and it can travel anywhere. And in one of the stories, Jack has a stomach ache. So Bella travels inside Jack's stomach. Try to fix the problem. Right? Isn't that interesting? Yes, students will love this story, right? This is possible because this is comic, right? And because we have all these illustrations, you can actually see inside the stomach. So look here, Pop-Up is traveling inside the stomach, and there's a lot of stomach acid. Okay, it's very interesting. So this one is called Tummy Trouble. Okay, and we also include science fact files. Okay, so this will be a good project activity after reading the story. Right? You can find out more about the digestive system, right? So it's great for project and presentation, right? Students can do their own research and they can do the presentation. Okay, so we have many different science stories. This one is about moths and butterflies. Okay, and this girl is doing a presentation after reading the story. So activity number 9 is project. Okay. And now our final series is Vera the Alien Hunter. Okay, so this is Vera and this is Luca. And Luca is here to protect Earth from invading aliens. Okay, and children love alien stories. Okay, I'm sure you like alien stories too, right? Well, some of you, I like alien stories. Okay, and these are the aliens. Okay, there are some bad aliens and some good aliens. Okay, so here we have Vera the Alien Hunter story. Okay, now let's read the story together and then we'll do an activity. So look here, Vera is sleeping and maybe she's dreaming or maybe this is real. Okay, there is a UFO. Wow, can you see the UFO? And something is coming down. What is it? Is it a cat? What color is the cat? It's blue, right? Is it an alien? Yeah, maybe. Okay, so let's read the story. Okay. UFO. It's a UFO. I'll meet a real alien. This is exciting. What? It's just a cat? No, I'm not a cat. I'm a good alien. He is an alien. I need your help. Can I trust you? Okay. Interesting, right? Yeah. So what's going to happen? Okay, so here we'll do an activity called listen and stand up. Okay, listen and stand up. So when you hear the word cat, boys stand up and sit down. Okay, boys stand up and sit down when you hear the word cat. And girls, when you hear the word alien, you have to stand up and sit down. Okay, so boys, which word? Cat. Girls, alien. Okay, so when you hear the word, you stand up and sit down. Okay, understand? Yes? Okay, very good. So now I'll read the story. Listen very carefully. Okay, cat, alien. Okay, listen and please stand up. Okay, boys, stand up when you hear cat. Girls, stand up when you hear alien. Okay, so here we go. UFO, it's a UFO. I'll meet a real alien. This is exciting. Alien, did you hear alien? Girls, did you stand up and sit down? Okay. What? It's just a cat. No, I'm not a cat. I'm a good alien. He is an alien. I need your help. Can I trust you? Okay, so did you stand up and sit down, everyone? Yeah? Okay, good. So this will make students focus on the story, right? They'll be listening for these words. Okay, so you can choose the keywords or you can use any other important words in the story. Okay, so listen and stand up. Okay, another fun activity you can do with your students. Okay, so that was activity number 10. Okay. And okay, so comics is a language. It's a language most people understand intuitively, right? So these are the resources for our comic readers. We have teacher's manual, and we have all these worksheets. Okay, we have dictation worksheets, or listening worksheets, writing worksheets, and we provide flashcards, and we provide audio files and quiz. Okay, so there are all these additional resources available for teachers to use. Okay, you can download this from our website. Okay, and so these are some examples, right? So we have the dictation sheet and we have the writing worksheet. Okay. And in the teacher's manual, we provide teaching tips. Okay. And these are flashcards. And we have mobile app for school adventures and Vera the Alien Hunter. Okay, so children can play some word games and they can look at the flashcards and they can listen to the story. Okay, so Vera the Alien Hunter and School Adventures, we have mobile app. Okay, and then how to use eFuture comic readers. Okay, some teachers are asking me, how can I use these readers? So you can read these readers for extensive reading program, or you can use this as supplementary program, or you can use them for special vacation program. And these readers are on eFuture e-library as well. So if you want, you can read ebooks. Okay, so these pictures are from a school in Poland. Well, some of these pictures are from a school in Poland. They've been using our comic readers for 4 or 5 years now, I think. And so you can use them. You can put them in the class, or you can put them in the library, so students can read when they want to read, or they can read at home as an extensive reading program, or you can use them in your reading curriculum. Okay, so look at this example curriculum. When I was teaching, my classes are for 50 minutes. So what I did was I used my main course book for 40 minutes, and then I used readers for 10 minutes. Okay, so I had classes for three times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And for other class, I did like Friday was the reader's day. Okay, so Monday and Wednesday, I use the main course book, and then Friday, this was a special thing, right, for Friday. So I use readers for Friday. So you can use readers for your reading program, reading curriculum. Okay. You can use readers with other eFuture books. Okay, so we provide this book list that you can use together with our readers. So if you're using our course books or grammar books, okay, because you can match the levels, okay, you can use them together. And you can use readers for special vacation programs, okay, because vacation programs are quite short, sometimes 3 weeks, right, 4 weeks, right? It's too short to choose a book, right? So if that's the case, use these readers. These are very short, simple, right? You can finish the readers within like maybe 1 week or 2 weeks, right? You can choose the number of readers. So these are very good for short vacation programs. Okay. And as I said before, we have ebooks on eFuture e-library. So you can, if you want, you can use the ebooks. Okay, we have online activities and we have the book report and all those things. Okay, so wrap up. Okay, it's time to finish, but just 2 more minutes. Okay, it's a wrap up. So graded comic readers are fun to read, easy to read, age appropriate, educational, and achievable for EFL learners. And graded comic readers help students enjoy reading, develop reading fluency, improve language skills, and increase motivation, imagination, and creativity. So why not using comic readers, right? And these are the activities that we did today, right? From number 1 to number 10. Number 11 is art and craft, right? So you can draw the characters, or you can make the characters using clay. You can be creative and do all these art and craft activities. Look at this drawing, right? One of the students from Poland drew this Luca. Number 12, flashcard games. We provide the flashcards so you can play flashcard games and more. And these games are not only for comic readers. You can play these games for other readers. You can play these games for other reading books, right? You can use them for everything, almost everything, right? For course books, why not? Okay, so looking for fun reading materials for EFL learners, try comic readers and have fun with eFuture graded comic readers. If you want to see the sample pages, we have e-catalog, and you can look at all our comic readers there. And actually all our reader series, you can see the sample pages there. So visit this e-catalog website. We have other readers, not only the comic readers, but we have phonics readers, classic readers, right? So check them out. And for certificate, you can contact our partners. If you have any questions about our comic readers, you can ask us or you can ask our partners. Now, by the way, we have a new system for certificate from next month. Okay, so it'll be easier for you to get the certificate, but it'll be announced next month. Okay, so check the countries and check the partner email address, and check out the videos on YouTube. Okay, and check out our Facebook and Weibo, right, for webinar informations. We have 2 webinars coming up in October, right? So that's all from me today. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, please ask me questions. I'll stay here for, a couple of minutes, okay, to answer your questions. And yeah, that's all from me. And see you next month, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. And I hope you had a lot of fun, right? Oh, and the survey, my colleagues are putting the information about the survey on the chat window. Okay, so please do the survey. We need your feedback. Okay, thank you very much, and have lots of fun with our comic readers. Okay, so bye everyone.